Hello darlings, and you join me in the guest cupboard, and today's first job is to find out where the button is to turn on this iMac. Why can I never bloody find it? Oh God. Where the hell? Okay. I have this every single time. Ah, is that it? Ah, there we are. There we are. Good. Right. No, our job is to send some gloves to various places. So I'm going to need some envelopes. Come on, mouse. There we are. Oh, password. There we go. Why has that picture changed? That's gone back to a generic background picture. I had my own background picture on there. Why is that done? Okay, so I'm going to need a couple of envelopes. Oh, that one's a little bit damaged. Use that one. That's rubbish. That can go downstairs. Now then. Keyboard battery is very low. Okay. Find that. What do we want? Oh, New Zealand. Okay. Okay, so this is 2 pairs. So that's the postage label on, slightly skew width. Find some gloves. Where did I put those? Oh. One pair, 2 pair. Check they're okay. Yep, they're good. Now the weather's a bit better today. Yesterday was horrible. I didn't film any of yesterday's journey or anything, well, I didn't film anything outside really because the weather was just pants. It was, there was no view, there were no views, it was foggy as bloody hell. Raining, quite miserable really, so the only video you've got from yesterday is a lunch video. Possibly one of, if not the last lunch videos ever to come from Mr. George Roger Boaty, the caravan. And that is rendering as we speak. It's a big old file, so it's going to take a while. So the plan is we will get it, once it's exported, I will set it to upload. That's going to take a good few hours. So once it's uploading, then we will go out, get the gloves posted, and if we've got time, nip into the charity shop that I've been told about. Been told it's worth a visit. Right, let's go to the next one. I think this is a UK order. Yeah. Copy the details. Onto the label. I hate it when people don't capitalise their own names or any of the address in this case. Now I should just leave it, but my OCD won't allow me to do that. Posh, no number, just a posh house name. Cambridge. Even the postcode isn't capitalised. Right, print that. And double check, yeah, one pair. Okay. Oh, if anybody's wondering what these gloves are, many years ago, I don't know how many years ago, but certainly more than 20, I bought stock from a bankrupt factory in Belgium, and they are, I don't need these chaps here, classic or vintage style, we call them track mitts, cycling gloves. Track mitts in the trade. Yeah, that was 20 odd years ago, and I used to sell on eBay full time. That was my thing. I used to sell new old stock vintage cycle parts. I used to travel around Europe buying old stock from wholesalers and retailers, and then I would sell it to what was then the emerging collectors market in mainly in the Far East, but also in the United States and Australasia. But Japan was the growing market for European componentry at that time. And yeah, these gloves, I've sold thousands of pairs, and I've just got a few left over. I don't really push them, they're on eBay. Every now and then a pair will sell. So there we go, I've got two ready to go. So let's put some shoes on, turn the computer off. Shut down. Yeah, put some shoes on. Go and see if the video has exported yet. If not, wait for that. Set it to start uploading, and then we will go out. Hello darlings, you join me in Miss Boo, the Land Rover, and I thought she could do with the wheels turning over, but I also wanted to jump into her because cast your mind back to, oh God, when was it? Saturday, Sunday? A couple of days actually. We had the most torrential rainstorm, horrific, horrendous, almost terrifying, really, really bad. And Boo is an oldish Land Rover with a sunroof, and they have been known to leak. And I had visions of Boo being a swimming pool, but I'm looking around me and well, actually I'll get my other camera and you can join me in having a look around. And there is no sign of any flooding. So, yeah, that's good. But yeah, we'll turn her wheels over and we're going to the post office to send the glove, obviously. There you go, turned it over so you can't see anybody's address. Right, so if I remember correctly, the last time I was in Boo, God, it's probably longer ago than I thought, isn't it? I think the last time I was in Boo, was the last time dropping Emma off? Or have I used her since then? I can't bloody remember. Either way, I do remember that she was right down on fuel, kind of down to fumes. So let's see if she will start for us, and we will go down and see the lovely Max at the local garage and put some diesel in. Let's have a look-see. Yeah, there's not much in the way of diesel. Right, here we go. She's a good girl. You're a good girl, Boo. Right, here we go then, darlings. Oh. The brakes have got a little bit stuck. They're fine though. Oh yeah, you can hear the crap on the brake discs. Oh, the sheepies are back in my field. It's not really my field, darling. I call it that because it's the field outside the cottage. Oh, I love it when the sheep are there. That's nice. Oh, listen to the rubbish on those brakes. Never mind. We'll soon have that sorted. Right, off we go down the hill. Get some diesel. Oh, it's nice being in Boo again. Oh, S-Type just pulling off. Hello darlings, and you join me on the way to work. All together now. I owe, so off to work I go. Well, this is all a bit awkward, darlings, but I'll tell you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, my lad. I always do, it's easier. Even when I've been a complete and gigantic clattering buttock, which is what I may have been today. Now, a lot of the video that you should have been watching, you will not now be watching because I'm not going to be putting it in the video for reasons you will find out. Now then, a couple of weeks ago, is it a couple of weeks? Week and a half, something like that. A bus turned right off the main road onto our little lane and got very close to my car. I thought it got very close to my car. In fact, I thought it hit it. And I fired off a WhatsApp to the bus company. This was over the weekend, they replied immediately, first thing on Monday morning, saying, very sorry to hear this. Please give full details to this email, blah, 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 blah. Now, I figured that the damage was so slight that I would just let it go. It's an old car, it wasn't without the odd imperfection or blemish. I thought the driver was probably having a bad day, having to perform that manoeuvre, blocking up the main road. I thought, can't be bothered, just leave it, let it go. Now, earlier today, as you might have seen, for the first time, I took the Land Rover out, took it down to the garage, put some fuel in it. And when I put some fuel in it, I saw more significant and substantial damage. Now, I didn't know if that was damage that I'd missed before when I had a cursory glance over the car, or whether subsequently there had been another incident. And I have on one other occasion witnessed a bus performing that same manoeuvre, turning right off the main road onto our little lane, which is too acute a turn for a large vehicle, and so they have to do it in a like 17-point shuffle. Oh, that sunshine is nice, isn't it? Look at that. Beautiful. So yeah, I didn't know if I'd missed it originally or if it had been a subsequent thing. I witnessed a bus doing it again, and for all I know, other buses could have done it when I wasn't there to witness it. And I was a bit annoyed, because this is really, it's quite unsightly, and it would be incredibly expensive to repair. And I got a bit angry, and I did the worst possible thing, didn't I? I was going to the post office. The bus company is just up the road from the post office, and I went steaming in, didn't I? And they were pretty good, to give them their due. They were pretty good, and I was probably being more than a bit of an arse. I certainly got the dates wrong, and now, fair play to them, they had a good look at the damage, and they kind of said, look, this isn't caused by one of our buses. I said, well, you know, there's a lot of circumstantial evidence. And they said, yeah, but this isn't caused by one of our buses. Look at the bus. And they showed me the bus, and they said, there's nothing on the bus that could cause that exact nature of damage. And there's blue on the accident site, and their buses are partly blue. But they said, look, it's not our shade of blue. That's actually the shade of blue of a different bus company, as it happens. But it's not us. Yeah, we didn't do it, kind of thing. Now, unfortunately, because I got the dates wrong, I'd gone in all half-cocked and unplanned, and they checked the date that I gave them and said, look, none of our buses made that turn, we've checked the things, because I'd given them the wrong bloody date, hadn't I? And I was all in a tizzy, and yeah, it was a bit unpleasant and a bit awkward. And as I say, with the benefit of hindsight, I was more than a bit of an arse. So the upshot was that, well, quite frankly, the upshot was they said, look, I'm going to report this back to my boss, as this is most definitely not our fault, and I suspect that the gentleman in question is trying to pull an insurance fraud and trying to defraud the company of money. And I'm going to suggest that we contact the police and have you investigated to see if you have a history of similar fraudulent activity, which outraged me at the time, absolutely outraged me. But now, you know, having calmed down, I thought, well, yeah, I can see why you might think that. And they're saying, you know, why is it? It's 2 weeks after the initial thing, and you're saying that it's happened multiple times, but you haven't got any coverage of this, that, and the other. You say it was a right turn, but you can't see the bus turning right. You can just, all of which was, you know, fair comment. And I was in a right old state driving home. I was so peeved and annoyed about the damage and annoyed about them. And, you know, got home, calmed down a bit, and thought, yeah, they had some very valid points there. In fairness, having looked at their buses, then yeah, that damage does not look like it could possibly have been caused by a bus. So yeah, fair play. And yeah, they said they checked their bus thing and said that no bus turned right, but I gave them the wrong date. So so to sum up, well, actually, to sum up, I would like to offer an unreserved apology to the good people at Hullies of Baslow, the local bus company, for being an arse and causing a bit of a kerfuffle in the middle of their working day. In my defence, you know what I mean? You see that happen. Your car's damaged. You put 2 and 2 together and you make 4, or possibly 5. So yeah, so I do apologise. As soon as I calmed down, I immediately fired off an email saying, look, you know, hopefully you can understand why I jumped to the conclusion that I did. I apologise. I accept that having inspected the damage and inspected the bus and having taken your staff comments on board, I accept that balance of probabilities, the damage is not likely to have been caused by one of your buses. And you know, thank you to your staff for being professional and courteous, and I apologise for disrupting their working day. Please pass on my apologies, blah blah blah. But I did say, I do steadfastly maintain that I saw what I saw, and I videoed what I videoed, that I did on 2 occasions see a bus making that inadvisable right-hand turn, and they did confirm that that they've got no bus on a service that should ever be making that right-hand turn. Now, they say a bus hasn't. I know at least 2 buses have. I witnessed it, but that's by the by. That's by the by. That, quite honestly, that's none of my business. I steamed in there. I pretty much accused them of damaging my car. Turns out I was almost certainly wrong, and I really do apologise. The other outcome of all of that is I'm probably going to be reporting to the police for potential insurance fraud. God, oh dear. Which is yeah, which I can understand where they would be coming from. In the email, I did absolutely refute that there was any attempt on my part to defraud the company. But yeah, in hindsight, I was a bit of an arse. I shouldn't have gone steaming in half cocked. I'm really upset and annoyed about the damage, but I was a bit of an arse. And Hullies, if you're watching this, and I know that obviously I've got the YouTube channel name on the car, and quite naturally they took pictures or videos of the car and of the damage, and they took my details, presumably to send to the police. Yeah, a couple of their employees have applied to join the Facebook group, and I don't imagine it's because they're my biggest fans. They're probably having a look-see in there to see if there's any evidence of me trying to commit insurance fraud. Guys, if you're watching, I do deeply and sincerely apologise. I assure you there was no question of fraud. Until I saw that damage today, I wasn't going to do anything about it at all. So there we go. That is my admission of the latest episode of yep, I've been an arse again. And you know, this time I'm gonna pay for it, because I'm expecting the police to come along at any moment. Oh dear. Reverend Parry Hughes, you're under arrest on suspicion of attempting to commit insurance fraud with your knackered old Land Rover. Oh, Godfathers. So there we are. I was a bit out of order, and I apologise. And if there's no live stream tonight and no video tomorrow, you know that I've been banged up in choking. Well, hello again, my lovelies. It's the end of the working night. Time to get home, do a live stream, drink some fun, have a little dance, make a little love, get down tonight, do a little dance. Been quite busy tonight, actually. Quite busy tonight. Now remind me, I've got a tail light gun, remind me I need to change that tomorrow. All happening on the one side. Did the brake light yesterday, Monday was yesterday, wasn't it? Of course it was. God, I'm exhausted now. I wish this bloke in the Merc would hurry the fuck up. Oh God, why do I always get stuck behind a dawdling Doris? Oh yeah, that's it, brake, because that's a corner, isn't it? Right, I'll see you when it's time to say goodnight. Right, well, that's about it for this one, isn't it? We're heading up the hill towards home. I apologise that this is a bit of a something and nothing, well, more nothing than something video. Certainly not the video I planned, but sometimes life just goes that way, doesn't it? However, do stay tuned to the channel, because over the next few videos I'm going to do some more life story stuff, which some of you seem to like. And in tomorrow's video I'm going to go on chronologically from where I was telling you about my history in sport, and I'm going to tell you what happened after I was forced to retire from my cycling career, and I'm going to tell you how at a very young age I became a publican and restaurateur. So yeah, do tune in for that, and do remember that I put out a live stream every night. If you're a bit of a night owl, they're quite late, but of course you can always watch them on catch up as well, should you wish to. They're rather good fun. They're a community thing. It's all about the community. But thank you for watching this one. Thank you for all of your support, whether it's channel membership, not skipping the adverts, making the effort to leave a comment, liking the videos. It's really very much appreciated, and I wish you all a safe and peaceful night and a great day ahead. Do take good care of yourselves. Much love from me, and I'll see you tomorrow. Good night, my lovelies.